Lisa from the upcoming. Real pleasure to have you here with us in this stunning location. For people who haven't had a chance to see Picture this year, what can they expect going into this movie?
Well, they can expect incredible performances from an ensemble cast of real comedians, and it's a film with a lot of heart. It's a rom-com that explodes some of the ideas that we desire and expect from a rom-com whilst allowing you to pursue love in the rom-com way. It's about familial expectation and finding your own way, going your own way, working out what it is you want in life, standing up for love rather than falling into it.
And I understand it's based on this Australian movie, Five Blind Dates. So what was it about that movie? Like, what did you want to take from that? But how did you perhaps also want to, change it up, bring it here to London, bring some fresh faces into the mix? What did you want to do with that original film?
I thought the structure, the idea that you might just be tired of going on the apps and you might want your friends and family to actually offer you like a more couture, bespoke experience and set you up. I thought that was a good idea, and that when you get your fortune told, you believe that this means something. It can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I thought that was really interesting and fun. And then I took that structure and then kind of brought lots of experiences from my own life, lots of family jokes, lots of things that have happened in my family and friend circle, and sort of put it all in there and saw what could happen.
And what I love is it kind of unapologetically leans into some of the tropes that we've known and love with rom-coms, from Notting Hill to Four Weddings, Bridget Jones, but it also has brought like a bit of a fresh twist. What were some of the rom-coms you loved growing up, and how did you want to sort of build on those and make something new?
And I really like eccentricity in rom-coms, so I love films like Four Weddings and a Funeral, or Something Wild by Jonathan Demme, or even films like Hamon. I like the European sensibility, Les Amants de Pont-Neuf. I like romance when it's filtered through an eccentric, strange, unexpected lens. And I tried to do that with Pia too.
And kind of, I feel like there's also like this amazing trend now as well. I mean, I guess people sometimes talk about the Fleabag effect of kind of having these sort of like messy women that, haven't got it all together, but that's kind of okay. And we can really relate to them. And it feels like very refreshing to see that on screen through Pia.
Yeah, I really wanted it to be a hot mess, but more than that, one with layers, one that could be peeled away, and that friendship's very important in Pia's life. And she's friends with her family and her mum, as well as being friends with her best friend. So understanding who you are when you go through all of those different lenses, apt, considering she's a photographer and always looking at things through a lens, stopping and wondering who she is, that's the really interesting nub of the film, I think.
Simone Ash, of course, shot to fame through Bridgerton. Quite a different role here, but she just absolutely nails it every beat. What was it like seeing her particularly bring that role to life?
Yeah, I really loved it. I thought that it was really exciting to see. She's sometimes playing it at a very subtle register, and sometimes just out and out slapstick hilarity. She's got a great sense of the absurd. So when she's riffing with actors like Asim or Nikesh or the wonderful Sindhu V, there's a real absurdity going on between them that they toss back and forth to each other and sort of play with, and I love that.
There's some absolutely brilliant, witty lines. Do you have a favourite one that you remember?
I mean, it's probably entries from the backside only to be discussed.
What do you ultimately hope that people will take away? I mean, I guess, I think people love this kind of renaissance we're seeing of rom-coms, but also, it's great to see this kind of representation on screen and putting different communities front and centre in rom-coms. So it's both something nostalgic, but also something new and very current.
Yeah, I think that it's about, when it comes to representation, it's about being three-dimensional, not being vanilla, to coin a phrase, and not being too straightforward. And everyone in the film brings their own uniqueness to the project.
Huge congrats on the film. Really enjoyed tonight. Thanks for your time.